Coming up on Evening Edition, we talk with undergraduate student government candidates, plus a global health threat is on the rise. And social media outlets are facing backlash. Live from Southern Illinois University, you're watching River Region Evening Edition.
The undergraduate student government elections are almost over. Good evening, I'm Diamond Palmer.
And I'm Jacob Gordon. The ballots are currently being cast. Evening Edition's Madeline Parker is here with us in the studio to tell us more about the students on the ballot. Madeline, how many people are running this year?
Well, Jacob, there are 3 candidates in the running this year for the USG, and this year's only presidential candidate is Colton Newland. Newland's platform focuses on having students and faculty working together and also working with the housing and the traffic and parking division. But Newland also wants more students to know what the USG is all about.
But I want to bring visibility to the USG. Students still don't know what we do, who we are, when we meet. They don't know how to talk about their problems. Senators really don't know what it is that they need to be doing. So having an educated and established Senate is what I want to accomplish by the end of the year. That way the person that comes in next will have the ability to hit the ground running with their own ideas, knowing that they have a solid system in place going forward.
And running with Newland as his executive vice president is Phoenix Hoon Simmons. She said that she wants to run for the USG because, quote, I work in news and I work to give the public a voice to everyday people. I want to use those skills to be an advocate for the students of SIU. And running for the vice president of student affairs is Danny Vega. Vega is a transfer student, and he hopes that his previous experience working with the administration at his previous college, as well as his experience at SIU, makes him a good candidate. He also said that he is glad his vision aligns with the vision of the rest of the executive team.
We have a lot of similar goals that we are pushing for when it comes to student engagement and visibility of USGA on campus. And I know I'm very heavily involved in student activities and working with the Dean of Students on campus with committees and other side projects that I'm doing at the same time. So I know there's a lot that I am going to be able to accomplish.
SIU students can vote for the USG candidates on D2L. The election results will be announced tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. in the Student Center in the Missouri Room. Live from the studio, I'm Madeline Parker.
All right, Madeline, thanks. Today was a great day to get outside, roll the windows down, let the fresh air in, and let the sun shine.
We definitely saw that humidity climb up today, so hopefully we can see a little bit more of those warmer temperatures.
We did. Samantha Soto is here now with the first look at weather. Sam, how are we looking?
Dropping down quite a bit to 57 degrees tonight. By morning it's going to be 50 degrees with partly cloudy skies, and by midday we're going to raise up just a little bit more to 70 degrees. So we do have a river flood warning in effect right now to let our viewers in the area know, but we do have more rain on the way. But as we all know, those April showers bring May flowers, and I do have all of that and more coming up next in my 5-day forecast.
All right, Sam, thanks. A drug-resistant fungus that is being called a global health threat has been detected here in Illinois. The Center for Disease Control issued a warning about Candida auris, a deadly yeast fungus that is resistant to multiple antifungal treatments. It is spreading fast in healthcare facilities such as hospitals and nursing homes. Candida auris can enter the bloodstream and spread rapidly, causing serious invasive infections. The CDC recommends washing your hands with soap and water or using hand sanitizers in healthcare facilities. Well, most Illinoisans say they have a health care plan or coverage and a primary care doctor, but many also indicate that access to high-quality health care is a problem for their local community. These findings are from the statewide poll conducted by the Paul Simon Public Policy Institute. Compared to the nationwide poll conducted by Pew Research Center, Illinoisans respondents say that they have better health care coverage and see access as less of a problem. We'll have more information about the poll on how it affects Illinoisans tomorrow night here on Evening Edition. Well, the largest LGBTQ health system in the Midwest is praising Governor J.B. Pritzker for his recent announcement that surgeries related to gender reassignment will be covered by Medicaid beginning this summer. Illinois was one of the 10 states in the nation that did not cover transition-related surgery. According to Dr. Mahada Holberg of the Howard Brown Healthcare, Holberg says that about 4,000 to 10,000 people, by a conservative estimate, could benefit from this rule change.
A Cape Girardeau man is charged with first-degree murder and the death of his wife. The Southeast Missourian reports that Timothy Corrigan is jailed on $750,000 cash bond after the body of his 64-year-old wife was found Friday night inside their home. Police say Corrigan called to say he shot his wife. He was also taken into custody without incident. Police have not disclosed a motive for the shooting. The Marion Veteran Association in Southern Illinois will be the home for several days in May of the Moving Wall. The wall is a half-size replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington and will be on display in Marion beginning May 2nd through May 5th. The Moving Wall travels across the country to commemorate the war, which dramatically divided the nation in the 60s and 70s.
The Southern Illinois Sympathy and SIU University Choir will join the Southeast Missouri University Sympathy University Choir and Choral Unit to perform Verdi's Requiem. The vocal soloists will include American opera singer and Grammy Award-winning soprano and Southern Illinois native Kristen Brewer. SIUC's Ed Benyes will conduct the performance with more than 200 musicians on stage. The concert takes place on April 23rd at 7:30 at SEMO's River Campus. Tickets may be purchased by contacting the River Campus box office in Cape Girardeau.
And ahead on Evening Edition, 15 more people have been indicted in the college scandal case.
Plus, some social media sites are facing backlash on Capitol Hill. You're watching Evening Edition at 5. Congress is demanding answers from Facebook and Google on how social media is used by white supremacists.
During the hearing, YouTube had to disable comments on the live stream because of hateful and racist messages. Kristen Holmes has the highlights from Washington.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill grilling executives from Facebook and Google in a hearing on hate crimes and white nationalism.
There is no place for terrorism or hate on Facebook.
Social media platforms criticized for their role in spreading extremist ideologies. The hearing, coming weeks after a terror attack in New Zealand that left 50 dead, was live streamed on Facebook, causing the network to announce it would ban all praise, support, and representation of white nationalism and separatism. The video then spread across Google-owned YouTube, with the platform scrambling to stem the uploads.
We are deeply troubled by the recent increase in hate and violence in the world, particularly by the acts of terrorism and violent extremism in New Zealand.
The platforms say they're aiming to remove hateful pages and videos faster.
It's a fully holistic approach that we take. We try to really leverage our technology in that space, and we're hoping to get faster.
During today's hearing, while YouTube defended their platform, they were also forced to disable comments on the live stream of the House Judiciary hearing after an influx of racist and anti-Semitic comments. The tech companies appeared alongside prominent right-wing activists and civil rights activists, all discussing the balance of protecting free speech while attempting to eliminate hate speech.
We err on the side of allowing more speech. We want to give people the voice, but we do have to draw a line somewhere.
In Washington, I'm Kristen Holmes reporting.
Wells Fargo is retiring from the retirement business. The bank sold its institutional retirement and trust business to Principal Financial today. The deal is worth $1.2 billion, which is a tiny fraction of its assets that Wells Fargo manages. The bank is still recovering from a string of consumer abuse scandals that realized the Federal Reserve forbidding them from growing its business. It is not known if employees of the division will face job layoffs. And actress Felicity Huffman is pleading guilty and apologizing for her role in a massive college admissions cheating scandal. In a statement released yesterday, Huffman said she admits full guilt and is ashamed of the pain she has caused her family and the education system. The government listed a $20,000 fine, restitution, and 12 months of supervised release as sentencing guidelines. Prison time was also sentencing option. And some defendants in the college admissions scam who did not plead guilty are now facing more charges. Actress Lori Loughlin and 15 other parents were hit with a second indictment today in the growing scandal. They're charged with conspiring to launder bribes and other payments through a charity run by the suspected mastermind of the scam, Rick Singer. Prosecutors say they're also charged with transferring money into the U.S. to promote the fraud. The added charges come a day after 13 other parents and a coach agreed to plead guilty in the college scam.
And with less than a week until the April 15 tax deadline, taxpayers are learning more about this year's tax filing and refunds. The Internal Revenue Service says it's disbursed more than $206 billion in refunds, which is down nearly 3% from the same period last year. The IRS has also issued fewer refunds and processed fewer returns. Tax preparers say this is expected as it is the first year people are filing under President Trump's revised tax law. And gas prices are taking a bigger bite out of your pocketbook. AAA Motor Club says the average price of a gallon of regular unleaded gas is now $2.75 a gallon. That's up 11% from the price last month. Prices are higher in California, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, and Alaska. The average gas price in those 6 states is more than $3 a gallon. Analysts blame the price hikes on unplanned refinery maintenance at several locations.
How long will the summer temperature stick around? Samantha has your forecast next.
But first, on Wall Street, stocks in the day with negative results. The Nightly Business Report has more coming up next at 5:30.
Welcome back to River Region Evening Edition. I'm Samantha Soto. As you can see right now outside, it is about 74 degrees. Bright and sunny skies out there. Beautiful summer-like weather. Dew point is at 41 degrees. Humidity 31%. Wind is coming in from the northwest at 12 miles per hour, and our barometer is reading 29.86. Now for our almanac today, you could see that we were pretty close to our average. We were well above our average, actually. 74 we saw. Average is 66. We were 7 degrees shy of that average low. Today we saw 49, and we did not quite see that high of 85, although we were pretty close. That we did see in 1953, and luckily we did not get to that 22 degrees that we saw in 1985. Now, taking a look at our temperatures around the whole region, you can see it was a generally sunny day all over the region. We saw 74 degrees in all of Carbondale, Marion, and Evansville. Waterloo was up at 75, Cape Girardeau was down at 77, and Paducah was our warmest at 80 degrees today. Now, taking a look at our temperatures around the nation, you could see that most of Illinois is seeing temperatures in that 70-degree range. If you go any further lower than that, you're going to see that the entire southern half of the nation is seeing temperatures in that almost 80 to 90-degree weather, which to me looks like summer is on its way. Now, if you take a look at our surface map, you can see there's not too much going on in the southern Illinois area, but if you go any further north, you're going to see that central Illinois is experiencing some of that rain and thunderstorm mix that we're going to see in the next coming days. Now, taking a look at tonight, we are going to be dropping down just a little bit, 49 degrees, clear skies as well. We are going to be seeing that northeast wind coming in at 9 miles per hour. Our sun is setting at 7:26 p.m. Now tomorrow for the bus stop, it isn't going to be too cold, 54 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. If you are out there that early though, you might want to bring a light layer that you could easily take off throughout the day. We're going to be seeing a southeast wind at 4 miles per hour. Tomorrow we're going to be warming up, 77 degrees for the high, partly cloudy skies. Again, wind is coming in from the southeast at 16 miles per hour, and our sun is going to be setting at 6:29. Now, for tomorrow night, we're going to be dropping down just a little bit, not too much, 63 degrees, cloudy skies, a south wind coming in from 16 miles per hour, and our sun is setting at 7:27. Now, taking a look at that 5-day forecast, you can see tomorrow we have 77 degrees for the high both tomorrow and on Thursday. Cloudy skies tomorrow. Thursday is when we're going to start to see those scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. Friday, we're going to be warming up, sunny skies and clear, so we're not going to be seeing any rain on Friday, 65 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be seeing a little bit of rain on Saturday. That's going to continue into Sunday morning, but hopefully after that, it should clear up for us for the rest of the week.
Seeing these highs in the 70s and the sunshine, it just gives me spring fever.
You know, I'm actually excited for the rain because the air condition is currently not turned on in my place, so I could use some rain right now.
It's not turned on in here, so a little muggy.
Yeah, it's feeling more like summer in here than it is spring to me.
Exactly. All right, thanks, Sam.
Now here's Ryan Davis with a preview of the sports. Ryan?
Coming up, Saluki softball hit the road for an 11-game series starting today. And the epic conclusion to the NCAA 2019 championship. Stay tuned, sports fans. We'll be right back. Give a wave good luck to Saluki softball as they prepare for an 11-game road swing starting with Missouri State today. The Dogs took on the Bears for the third time this season in a close matchup. SIU took the lead early on with a run from junior Kylie Decker. The Bears responded in the fifth with their own run, leaving the two neck and neck. In the end, Missouri State took another player home along with the win, 2-1. Softball's next game is at Indiana State this weekend for a 3-game matchup. First pitch is at 12 p.m. Saturday. Baseball also hit the road today for their annual game against the Eastern Illinois Panthers. The game started at 3, and the current score is 5-3 with the Salukis up in the top of the eighth inning. This is the first of 5 away games Saluki baseball faces for the next week. Next game will be a 3-game series at Bradley this weekend. First pitch will be at 6 p.m. Friday and can be seen on ESPN+. And Saluki Golf finished a 2-day Tiger Invitational today, ending the competition in 7th out of 15 teams. Meanwhile, the top spot was taken by Texas Christian University, who had a total of 824 strokes, followed by Kansas State and Mizzou. SIU's leading player was senior Luke Gannon, who managed to finish 11th with a score of 210 strokes. The team's final matchup before the NBC Championships will be at Purdue this weekend. And the Cardinals dodged a loss yesterday in a close game against the LA Dodgers. With the Dodgers up by 2 in the first inning, Cardinals' Marcell Ozuna responded by hitting a 2-run homer in the bottom of the inning. The hit was marked as the second hardest hit home run for the Cardinals. The Dodgers attempted to recover with another run, but the Cardinals denied them victory with 2 runs of their own. Game ended 4-3. Can the Cardinals pull off another win against LA? Find out at 6:45 tonight. And Chicago's new mayoral-elect must be a lucky charm because the Cubs sailed away victorious after completely sinking the Pirates in yesterday's game. The Cubs had the Pirates sweating from the second inning, scoring 6 runs with little to no effort. 2 more runs in the third and a 2-run homer from Kyle Schwarber shot the Cubs even further ahead. With no retaliation from the Pirates, Chicago annihilates Pittsburgh 10-0. The two teams will meet up again tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. for day 2 of their 3-game matchup. And a deal that would have allowed Cuban players to compete in the U.S. is no more. Under the agreement, Cuban citizens could have played in the MLB without being forced to defect from the communist-run country. However, the Cuban government would also claim a fee from the teams that drafted those players. The Trump administration ended the Obama-era deal, saying that trade with Cuba is banned. The MLB stands by the goal of the agreement, however, which is to end human trafficking of players from Cuba. And Virginia's quest for the ultimate redemption ended last night in vindication. Big performances from DeAndre Hunter and Kyle Guy lifted the Cavaliers past Texas Tech in overtime. The big shot of the game came with 12 seconds remaining when Ty Jerome found Hunter in the corner for the equalizing 3. The championship is Virginia's first in school history, and the school is the early favorite to repeat in 2020. Someone asked, did any of your brackets turn out well, or?
It was busted.
Yeah. I didn't make one, but I'm glad to see that they won.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Virginia.
Exactly. Thanks Ryan.
Is the sunshine going to stick around? Samantha has a final check on your forecast next.
But first, as we head to break, be sure to follow us on social media at River Region News. Check out our website for more local content. We'll be right back.
Finally tonight, many of SIU's Greek organizations got together for a weekend event.
Evening Edition's Patrick Cotto was at Shryock Auditorium to check it out.
SIU's Inter-Greek Council hosted its 72nd annual Theta Xi Variety Show over the weekend, where fraternities and sororities got together to put on a performance. Last year, Theta Xi did not have a performance due to time constraint, but this year, students were glad it got another chance.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty cool to bring back the tradition, because after last year, I wasn't sure where it was going to go, if it was going to end, or, like I said, I'm glad we brought it back.
It was kind of a little upsetting because we had started working on our dances, and we had gotten part of the way through, and then they told us they canceled it, and I was really bummed out because I was just starting to get the hang of it.
When Theta Xi first began in 1947, it wasn't started by the Inter-Greek Council.
Originally, it was just a student-led organization thing, and eventually it was absorbed into the office of what is now the Office of Student Engagement and the Inter-Greek Council.
Not all Greek organizations participated in the event, but for people like Kevin Krenz, he believes that this event is huge for Greek life at SIU.
I can see that there's a lot of positive light to Greek life itself. And I think it's a great way to expand yourself. It doesn't matter what letter you are, and, you know, doesn't matter the letter, we're all Greek together, and, you know, I like to see events like Theta Xi happen because it's a great way for all different organizations come together as one.
Alpha Gamma Delta and Kappa Alpha Order won the overall event, but competition was not just the main thing.
A lot of people across the campus can come together. Even though it is a competition, really the main goal is to have fun and for everybody to be able to work together and just have one big night of showing off our abilities.
For the ones involved or just wanted to watch, they believe that Theta Xi is a great experience.
It was so much fun. You meet so many different people you might not have met before, and you get to go together for a good cause and, you know, have fun.
For Evening Edition,
Go Dogs.
I'm Patrick Cotto.
The theme for this year's performance was Happy Birthday SIU to celebrate the university's 150-year anniversary. All right, the sun's shining, it's nice. I probably just want to go outside and just kind of dance my way home tonight, but I'll be looking for the rest of the week.
Well, it sure looks like with our weather right now that you could definitely do that. Tomorrow it's looking a lot like today's weather, 77 for the high, but Thursday is when we're going to start to see that rain. So scattered thunderstorms throughout the day on Thursday. Friday, pretty sunny and clear. We're going to drop down though a little bit to 65, and on Saturday is when we're going to see some rain towards the night, and then it's going to continue into the day on Sunday. So we have a little bit of rain, but it shouldn't rain on our parade too much.
Hopefully not.
Happy that the temperature is going to drop just a little bit.
That's true. All right, thanks, Sam.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The Nightly Business Report is up next. I'm Diamond Palmer.
And I'm Jacob Gordon. For Samantha Soto, Ryan Davis, and all the students who work here on Evening Edition. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.